Have you ever totally gone off the grid? I'm talking no phone, no Wi-Fi, spotty cell service, and you are completely alone. Yeah, I did that, and I am not exaggerating when I say it was life-changing. And happy 2022, or whatever year it is when you happen to be watching this video. I'm Allie. I am an on-camera host, travel expert, and the founder of Gals Abroad Getaways. And this YouTube channel is where I help overpacking, luxury-loving, independent women travel deeper on their next adventure. And if I just described you, make sure and hit that subscribe button for even more travel tips and guides. So we've got to talk about the elephant in the room. I probably do not strike you as the most outdoorsy type person, right? Like, you don't look at me and automatically think, oh yeah, that girl knows her way around a campsite, right? Okay, so booking an off-the-grid, minimalistic cabin in the woods trip is probably the last type of trip that I'd ever expect to take. But you know what they say, new year, new me. Well, not really, but I'm always down to try new things, and after one of the busiest years of my professional career, I knew I needed to take a moment to reset. Enter Getaway House. Have you heard of this company? All right, so here's the concept. These tiny houses in the middle of the woods are designed to be a destination for you to disconnect from your schedule, social media, technology, your job, so that you can actually focus on taking time to rest, relax, and hopefully get re-inspired. The company was actually launched in 2015, and they've got these outposts all across the USA. And I'd say most of them are just about 2 hours from major US cities. I booked my getaway to their Chicago Outpost, which is actually in Michigan. So from my home in the burbs, I was looking at about a 2.5 hour drive. Got the car packed up, plenty of winter coats, cause I just learned that there's gonna be a winter storm while I'm there. Which one might think that that's gonna be inconvenient, but actually I think it's gonna be so beautiful. The day of your check-in, they actually send you this like curated playlist on Spotify so that you can totally jam out on your drive to your getaway house. You are the dancing queen. Just made it. Let's do a little getaway MTV Cribs style tour. All right, so you've got a fire pit outside, little picnic table bench, perfect probably for spring, summer, and fall. And then you walk up these little steps and wha-bam! We are inside. There's a little kitchenette, but honestly, the star of the show are these massive windows that you wake up to every morning. It's magnificent. You got a little cell phone lockbox if you want to get totally off the grid, and they even provide you with a little s'mores kit, which is so sweet. So little more views of the kitchen. There's books and playing cards in case you forget them. There's a Bluetooth speaker, coffee, very important, and then here is your little bathroom, equipped with, of course, a toilet, towels as well, little washcloths, and a shower, which has conditioner, shampoo, body wash. I never like to bring that, so nice that they provide it. And then there's a view of the whole entire cabin. Initial thoughts. The highlight of this entire space is this massive window, and I'm so excited because it's supposed to start like winter storming at 4 a.m. tomorrow morning, and so I'm so excited to wake up and just have a blanket of snow right out my window. The one thing I will say that I assumed there would be, my mistake, is there's no mirror in the bathroom. Now granted, we are not having a glamorous moment, but you know, I was gonna just do a little bit of mascara every morning, so just be aware, ladies and gentlemen, no mirror. Unless, like, is it somewhere hiding that I don't know where the mirror, like maybe this can serve as a mirror? That's my one observation. It's not really a complaint, just like a thing to be aware of. 12 seconds later. Look what I just discovered. A mirror! All of your little getaway houses come with a little fire pit and firewood. I think I'm gonna attempt to build a campfire. I have quite literally never done this before. Never did Girl Scouts, no outdoor training. So this could either go very well, beginner's luck, or just, you know, not work at all. So fingers crossed for me. Okay, so we have this fire starter thing and wood. I'm gonna read the instructions because we're gonna figure that out. I think it's working. Am I outdoorsy? Oh my God, it smells so good. I can totally survive in the wilderness. Like, throw me out there, I will be fine. This is the official I just built my first campfire dance. You can find it on TikTok in case you were wondering. I did it! I'm gonna smell so smoky, but I'm kind of here for it. It is now officially time for the taste test. Here we go. Good. I think I waited too long to taste it. It's not hot anymore. I'll do better next time. Now I want to get into some of the questions that you guys had about this trip, but before I do that, I just want to let you know that I have a link in the description of this video that gives you a discount on your stay. So if you feel like you need a little escape, finish watching this video first and then check out that link in the description. Cool, so if you're considering doing your own little retreat, I would first set an intention for your trip. You know, like, do you want to totally relax and read? Or maybe you want to be out in nature the whole time? Or heck, maybe you're just looking to spark some creativity. Really get clear on what you want out of your getaway because that will ultimately help you know what to pack. Now for me, I like my options. Hi, overpacker over here. And I wanted to give myself sort of the option to totally relax if I wanted to, or do a bit of deep thinking and work if I felt like it. Well, work in sort of like the idea creation process, you know? So I packed a ton of journals, my tarot cards, fun fact, I'm learning to read tarot, and a lot of books, like a lot of books. Pro tip, you're not really gonna know what mood you're gonna be in when you're here, so bring options. Obviously, I did not read all of these. I am not a speed reader. Slow and steady wins the race for me. And if you're looking for a specific recommendation on what to read specifically during this trip, I would highly suggest Stillness is the Key by Ryan Holiday. It's a book on how we can actually create stillness in our crazy, busy, hectic lives. So it's kind of the perfect read for this type of trip. But what I thought was so interesting about it is it really dives deep into some of the most prolific people in our history and how they've all been masters at the art of stillness. Highly, highly, highly recommend this book. Let's talk about food, because you're gonna wanna come prepared. Here's a little look-see. You can have them like give you kind of like a package of food, but I wanted to bring my own stuff. These are so good from Trader Joe's. Heads up. Little groceries. Proceed with caution. There's literally nothing left. That's how good they are. Pro tip, I wanted to cut down on my cooking prep time because, I don't know, it just like doesn't really spark joy for me. So I cooked at home and brought my food with me. You can also cook over the fire outside, but that's like advanced level outdoors womanship, and I just don't think I'm there quite yet. Maybe soon. Eventually. Someday. Probably never. The smells we have in the teeny itty bitty cabin are campfire, hair, strong, and garlic. Quite the combination. In terms of activities, Getaway provides you with some books inside your house, plus these cute little maps with some recommendations on what's around you. Like if you're looking for a hike, they've got recommendations. Maybe you need to pick up some snacks or even check out the local food scene. They've totally got you covered. But aside from that, this is your time to not feel guilty about doing nothing. You know what I did every morning? I pulled up the blinds and looked out the window. Like I easily sat there for 20 to 30 minutes just looking outside. And you know what hit me? That's like the original television, right? Mind-blowing. And it was amazing. Like I was totally entertained. I know the thought of just like sitting and staring out the window is like, truly, it was bliss. I booked 2 nights, and honestly, probably could have used a third because I felt like a lot of the breakthroughs that I was having were on the morning that I was leaving, and I just really wanted to have one more day to sit in stillness and think. So I'd say sort of at the bare minimum, you need at least 2 nights, but if you really wanted to splurge, I think that 3 nights would be great. This is the best thing ever. One of the biggest questions I got was, did you feel safe? And I'll be honest, this trip was definitely outside of my comfort zone, but that's kind of what I loved most about it. And you know, doing things like this are really when I feel like I grow most as a traveler and heck, as a person. But all that being said, this trip did have all of the makings of a perfect horror movie setup. Solo girl goes to the woods by herself. Winter storm comes. No Wi-Fi, no service. Like, I know how it looks. But truly, when I got there and I saw just how close by all the cabins were, like, you're not close enough where you're in each other's business, but like you're close enough if you need anything, I felt totally comfortable. Plus, you can definitely text the Getaway team if you're having issues with your cabin or you forget something. And it just made me feel good to know that they have staff members on site. If you can, time it for when there's gonna be a snowstorm. I did not plan this, but it was perfect. Like, it's just been so magical. And it just feels like a total escape. Let me show you what we're working with. Okay, time to get all the snow off of that guy. Like, it is coming down. Okay, this is so magical. I'm in a freaking winter wonderland. Like, how cool. For anyone who doesn't like snow, I mean, I do agree it lasts too long sometimes, but like, come on, this is pretty cool. Yeah, so the snow is super cute until you have to scrape it off your car. But I just added a few dance moves to, you know, add some spice. I've been describing this experience as my cocoon of coziness. Doesn't that sound nice? Honestly, I don't think I can say this enough. This retreat, social media cleanse, whatever you want to call it, was so restorative and something that I think we really should take the time to gift ourselves in the new year. Whether you do this at a getaway house or even just make your own version of this, I think putting up boundaries, slapping on your out-of-office responder, and just giving yourself truly time to be alone with your thoughts is something that I don't think many of us even take the time to do. Like, I had never done something like this before. And for me, I'm actually planning on making this sort of like my new January goal-setting reflection ritual to just start the new year off on the right foot. But I would also love to see what these houses look like in maybe the summer or fall when you can spend more time outside, maybe have a little picnic, see them with all the leaves on the trees in the woods. Oh, getting all excited. If you cannot tell, I couldn't recommend these getaway houses enough. And if you've made it all this way into the video and you're like, I gotta book me one of these, I've got a link in the description that will give you just a little discount on your stay when you are actually ready to book, which is awesome. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, please go ahead and hit that thumbs up. And if you're thinking about doing your own little getaway, why don't you let me know in the comments? Or if you have any questions, drop those there as well. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!